What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do the Minecraft farms tier list, but to switch things up, I'm only going to rate the farms that we have done videos about on our channel. Currently there are about 97 videos on our channel and about 69 of them are farm tutorials. So nice. And from those 69 videos, I have chosen out 41 farms and I'm going to rate them and put them into this tier list. If you're not familiar with what a tier list is, then here on the side we have the letters, starting with the letter S and going all the way down the letter F. So S is the best score and F is the worst. So the concept is pretty easy. But keep in mind all the ratings are my opinions, and before I place any farms into any spot, I will also explain why I did that. And also I'm gonna take them in a random order, so let's begin from the start. So starting off with the Spawner XP farm. It's a decent farm at the start, but when you realize you can make way more powerful farms on the ground, you probably don't care about this. But I could say it's not the worst farm, but it's also not the best. But since it's good for beginners, I'll place it right over here in the D category. So now next up we have the melon/pumpkin farm. This is probably a pretty good farm since I don't think there are like much easier and better designs available after this. And also you can use composters to turn the melon into bone meal, so this can also act as a bone meal farm. And because of that, I will actually rate it here into the C category since it's a pretty good farm. And now we have the cactus farm. Now I think all of us have built the cactus farm at some point, but after you make the farm, I don't think there's much use for cactus anymore. But since it's a fun build, I'm still gonna rate it actually into the E category. But the next farm, the snow farm, I think we all know where this thing goes. Yeah, like what's the use for a snow farm, like wasting your shovel? And now we have the nether wart farm, although this makes very low rates, but it's not as bad as snow farm because actually there is use for nether wart. And because of that, this one goes here on the E category, so not at the bottom. And now we have the sugarcane farm. Now this is the good old flying machine design farm, and I actually do really like it myself because sugarcane is useful. You can use it to make paper, and paper makes rockets, so you kinda need it. And also this little farm is actually enough to make all the paper that we need to make the rockets in our server. So I'm gonna rate it here in the C category next to the melon farm. And also the next flying machine design farm is the bamboo farm. This is again a fun build and it looks cool, but I don't think bamboo is anywhere near useful as sugarcane. And because of that, I'm gonna rate it one tier lower next to the Spawner XP farm. And now we have the wool/sheep farm. Like I don't think there's any better designs than this available since it's so easy to build and it's pretty compact and it produces good amount of wool. And also thanks to this we have built some big projects like doing the 100k play button and also like the big TNT block. I don't think we could have made any of those things if we didn't have a good sheep farm. But since I don't think that many people need that much wool, this one goes right here next to the bamboo farm. And now we have the wither skeleton farm. This farm actually requires a lot of work, but you can make it produce over 100 wither skeleton skulls per hour. So it's a pretty good farm, but just because it requires so much time to build, and also you need to spawn proof a big area, I can't rate it any higher than C, so this is where it goes. Now next up we have the TNT tree farm. Now this is a good farm, it produces good rates, up to 12,000 logs per hour. You can do all kinds of logs like oak, birch and other. So actually this is gonna get the A rating from me, because this farm has saved us so much time. And now we have the one and only iron farm. We actually have made a couple versions of it, but I think iron farms overall are like really useful since you need iron for most stuff like hoppers and stuff. And actually these designs where you only need like 3 villagers and a zombie to make 350 iron per hour are pretty good. So I'm gonna rate it right here into the A category. Yep. Next up, the music disc farm. Now this is a fun farm and it's pretty easy to build considering how much stuff it does. Because just think about it. Basically this farm takes creepers, drops them into the right location, then gets the skeleton to shoot at them to kill them and collects the music disc. Now that's a lot of stuff it does, and it does it all fully automatically. So this one gets a B rating from me. Because music discs are fun, but what do you do with like 100 music discs? Like there is no point after that. Now the Wither Rose farm. If you need huge amounts of Wither Roses, this is basically the only way to go. But about the rating, this one goes actually right here on the D rank. Why that low, you might ask? Well, because it does require putting a wither into the bedrock, and that can be messed up pretty easily. So I don't really like working with them, so that's why it goes right here. And now we have the blaze farm. Now, blaze rods are useful, everybody needs them. And the blaze farms are actually gone pretty easy, and you can produce like 1000 rods per hour, like easily. So this farm is gonna go right next to the iron farm, into the A tier. And now we have I don't know if that's even a farm, but we have a trash can design, and we all know where trash cans go, into the trash. So here you go, magma cube farm. Now if you don't want to go collecting for magma blocks, or you just want magma cream, then this is the way to go. It's pretty easy to build, but this farm does require actually Wither Roses. And personally we haven't used it much, but it has pretty good production rates. So it goes right here into the C category. And now we have the honey block farm, or basically the bee farm. This is a great way to get honey blocks. And it's easy to build, the farm works well and actually produces good amount. So this is definitely a thumbs up from me. And it goes right here next to the music disc farm into the B category. Because we all need honey blocks at some point if you're gonna do some redstone and stuff. And now we have the Enderman XP farm. Probably one of my long time favorite farms. Now, the farms have gotten so simple to build nowadays. This is such a good thing to build when you get into the end. It helps you get XP so much easier. You could build like an enchantment table next to it, and you can get all kinds of enchantment and stuff. So this one gets a good rating from me. It goes over here into the S category, the first top one. Now we have the Minecraft Sand Tuber. Now the fact is that most of the big builds that we have done, we actually have used the sand tuber to get the blocks like sand and concrete, and without these tubers we couldn't do them, because collecting hundreds of thousands of blocks would take a very long time. Now this one goes right here into the middle, since I know some people don't like tubing blocks, but this has saved us a lot of time and made all the big builds possible. And of course, here is the concrete maker, which is necessary to make all the tubed concrete powder into concrete. So that way we actually have blocks that we can use to build. So it also goes right next to the sand tuber into the B tier. And now we have the cast tier farm. This is a portal based design. It takes quite a lot of obsidian to build, but if you do need huge amounts of cast tiers for some reason, then this is the way to go. But since I don't think that's really necessary farm to build, this one goes into the E category. And now we have the fully automatic chicken farm. This is a great little farm that works well, produces you eggs and actually cooks chicken. So what else can I say? Good farm, goes in the middle. And now we have the phantom farm. Now this is only good until you get the mending enchantment on your elytra. So let's just drag it here. Yeah, I think it fits well. Okay, good. Next up we have the fully automatic potato and carrot farm using villagers. Now if this farm is built right, it can be a pretty reliable system. We built a huge farm so far and it's working great over there. Now this goes not exactly to the top, but I think B category fits it well. So, and now we have the Minecraft raid farm. This is actually a really powerful farm. It gives you a wide variety of items, but it's quite difficult to build and using it is not very easy. It can often happen that you get killed using this farm, so definitely not a farm for hardcore words. But it produces good amount of items and emeralds, and because of that I'm gonna rate it right here into the B category as well. And now we have the Guardian farm. We actually have two versions of it. The first one was a regular one that just produces a lot of items, and the other one was the XP one. Now a lot of people like Guardian farms, so I'm gonna rate it here into the C category. And now we have the Minecraft witch farm. Now this is a really powerful farm, again like the raid farm. You can produce a lot of items like gunpowder, glowstone, sugar and mainly the redstone dust. Now some people may say witch farms are hard to build because they require a perimeter, but the new designs don't need any of that. You can just build it on the ground and spawn proof like a small area around it. And because of that it's gonna get a pretty high rating from me. it's gonna go right here into the A category. And now we have the gold / XP farms. There are again 2 versions that we have done. This version doesn't produce XP, just gold. This one does gold and XP as well. And this is one of my longtime favorite farms. And since gold is cool and everybody likes gold and also XP, this gets a great rating into the first category next to the Enderman XP farm. Now we have the flower farm. Now a super easy build takes like 60 seconds, but if you for some reason need a lot of certain dyes, then this is a good farm to build. So this one goes right here, not exactly to the bottom since there are uses for dyes. And now we have the piglin bartering / trading farm. This thing produces a lot of different things and it can be very useful. Like if you do have a gold farm already, building this is a good idea since you get so many useful blocks from it. And since it's that useful, I actually gonna rate it to the same category as the gold farm, into the S tier. And next up we have the portal slime farm. Now this farm is also pretty necessary because I think all of us need slime blocks at some point, and I actually really like building this farm. So the slime farm goes right here into the B tier. And now we have the AFK fishing farm. Like this used to be a very good farm. It produces like a lot of books and enchanted bows and fishing rods. But in 1.60 they actually nerfed all of that and it produces basically nothing now. And the new fish farms produce like so low rates that I'm not gonna rate it a very good score. So it's gonna go down here into the F category. It's basically useless. You get so less stuff. But next up we have the Hoglin food farm. In my opinion, best food farm in Minecraft, like no question asked. And that's at least what I think. And that's also why I'm gonna give it a very good score into the S tier. Now the creeper farm. A very useful farm since we fly around with the lighters a lot and it uses a lot of rockets. So this one again goes right here into the top, into the S tier. I really like this farm, it's a fun build and it works well. And next up we have the drowned / trident farm. It's a great farm if you do want the trident really badly and you can't get it from the random drowned that you kill. But after you get the trident, it's a pretty pointless farm. And because of that, I'm gonna rate it down here into the F category, so yeah. Sorry all of you who like tridents. And now we have the Minecraft dragon egg tuber. This is pretty similar to the sand tuber, but except dragon eggs don't have any use. So I think we all know what that means. Yep, we're pretty close to the end, but now we have the automatic cobblestone farm. Now if you for some reason need 120,000 cobblestone per hour, then of course you can go ahead and build it. And because we have been one of those rare people that need hundreds of thousands of cobblestone for our builds, this is gonna get the rating of D. So not the worst, but not many people need that much cobblestone. And now we have the kelp farm. Yeah, like kelp. Yeah. Good. Next up, the easiest cow farm. This is actually the farm that we used before we built the Hoglin farm. It works well, easy to build, and because we actually use that, it's gonna go here into the D category. And now we have something special, the stone generator. A very good design made by professional YouTubers. Produces 260 stone per minute. Can you believe that? It's so much stone. And it's easy, you know? So I think we know what that means. This farm is A tier. I'm just kidding, it's S tier farm. And I'm not biased because it's our first video with the most views. Definitely not. And as our final farm, we have the easiest basalt generator / farm. Oh no. Like who needs that? This one goes into the last category, but since it's full, I'm just gonna leave it here. Anyway, I'm actually gonna delete it, you know. Who needs that? So this is what it looks like. The final Shulkercraft farms tier list. So would you look at that? All the farms are ranked up nicely here. So what actually made it to the top? Let's have a look. The Enderman XP farm, the Gold XP farm, the Piglin Bartering, Hoglin Food farm, Creeper farm, and of course the one and only Easy Stone Generator, of course. I think we actually managed to fit them in pretty well here, like all the farms. But what do you guys think? Did I place any of them wrong? Or do you agree with what I placed? Or let me know your S tier farms in the comment section below. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It was something different, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. See ya!